Hello everybody, welcome to my little corner of the YouTube world. In today's Warframe guide, I want to talk about the Warframe Gara. I consider her to be one of the god tier Warframes. She can almost scale indefinitely with her enemies and doesn't nearly have to do anything to kill people. And you'll see what I'm talking about here when we get into the gameplay. We can go over the abilities very quickly. This is like a damage, either does puncture or slash, depending on how you use it, tap it or hold it. This is our main ability we're using that will just be shredding enemies. This is one that can scale indefinitely, up to like 2 billion or something crazy. Spectrum Rage, we're really not going to use this, more of a CC kind of thing, but we're not going to need that at all. This will be another thing in our loadout that we're going to use. I'm not going to go over my weapons because that's going to be very important. We're really going to go over what I'm going to do with my Warframe here. I've gone with a pretty basic build. Your Splinter Storm right here, which gives you your damage reduction, it does cap out at 90%. So even if I were to replace that with a higher strength item, see, it still does 90%. So all you really need in that slot is just a regular intensity. That's all you need in that slot there. Once you get to 130, you really don't need any more ability strength unless you wanted to. That's all we're going with there. The more ability strength you have, the faster your scale with this, but in my experience, it's not necessarily needed. But I did go with some good duration mods on here for it, because I don't have to be recasting my abilities all the time. Okay, all the boring stuff out of the way. Let's get into some actual gameplay. Okay, so we're in the mission now, just a regular old survival mission here. We're going to set off the alarm. And then enemies just start pointing towards us here. So the second ability, Splintered Storm. Now I have 90% damage reduction, and the enemies that come close to me take damage. See how that's slowly ticking away? And on the bottom right of my screen, you'll see it says it's doing 325 damage. It's got a duration right now of 46, 45, so it's slowly going down. And see, every time I run towards these guys, it's going to do a little bit of damage. Now, here is the cool part. When I ult, when I use my big ability, Massive Virtuify, once I use that, it refreshed the cooldown. I'm back up to 52 seconds on there. Now, if I stand outside of this ult, and I cast either my Arcing Slash or my Puncture, notice my damage just went from 325 to 14.9 thousand. So now, as I run to the enemies, I'm just going to just destroy them. Easy mode. I don't even really have to fire. I don't even need a weapon, truthfully. I do recommend going Xenuric so I can constantly maintain my energy supplies. So that was just on one recast. You can literally build this up as high as your time will allow you to do it. I do believe that there's a soft cap around like 2 billion or something, or 2 million or something like, no, not 2 million, around 2 billion potentially. But you would really never reach that number unless you did just this exact thing for days. And it is worth noting, so let's say I put up this wall here. See, the enemies, they're stuck outside of it, so this is a great way to defend objectives. My pet here, I can put the Splintering Storm on my pet so that they are getting the damage reduction also. And now watch this, when I hit this, it's going to explode and kill everything around it. So everything I'm doing now is just doing face shredding damage. And then let's just run around here, just... See, I don't even know if I've shot my weapon one time yet. I think I'm literally just going around just killing these guys just normal. And so I can just do this for however long I want to. Now, the only thing you want to be very careful of, make sure you don't run out of energy, so that way you can continually cast your ability. And also, if you're ever playing against Corpus, do not let a nullifier touch you. Do not fall off the map. That will reset and clear out your Splintering Storm's current count. Okay, so same concept here. Defense mission. I'm going to go ahead and cast this. Go ahead and cast this on the objective. So see, now my objective actually has that Splintering Storm around it. So my objective is not going to be taking anywhere near the damage. It's going to have that same 90% damage reduction. Do the same thing to get my stats up there. Immediately just start shredding enemies. These are corrupted level 30s. If we stayed here long enough, these guys could get up to 100s, 200s, whatever. Wouldn't really matter because the whole time I'm still outscaling the enemies as I continually just cast my abilities. I'll fast forward a little bit. We'll want to see... There we go. Let's cast it on this guy here. It's going to do ticking damage to him, and if there's any enemies around that guy, it will do enemies around the guys that he's at. So see, he's unloading on this thing here, which has the Splintering Storm. They're not doing hardly any damage to it. So, extremely powerful ability. Alright, here's another cool thing. We're going to wait until the enemies kind of group up quite a bit here. Let a bunch of them get in the way here. And let's see, is that enough for now? Let's wait a little bit longer. Let's go ahead and boom, let's go ahead and kill everybody around the mission. Do it again. Got some more guys here. Hello everybody. How you doing? Let's do it from the inside here. Boom, they're all done. Alright, again, we've got a decent amount of enemies built up here. Let's go ahead and destroy them all. And I cast Splintering Cell on that. There's one more thing worth noting about her ult. When I cast the ult, it will go really wide unless I command it to stop again. The way I'm refreshing my Splinter Cell on here is I'm letting the wall pass through the objective. So I'm starting here. And see, if I push it and push it again real quick, it just stops as soon as I recast my ult. Now, if I just let it go, it will just get bigger and bigger and bigger. It will stop eventually. But see, now it's taking up a huge majority of the area here. I personally don't like it to take up that much space, but you know, you can do whatever you like. Another thing that's very beneficial is if you wanted to get high and then cast your ability. You'll notice it stayed really high. Oh, my Kavat died. Let me grab that guy real quick here. So now my wall is very tall. So it is very beneficial if you wanted to go stand high. Now these people that are coming around the balcony up top here, they're not going to really able to do anything. Now when I cast this ult, it's going to kill everything outside, but notice it didn't kill the inside people because it does not implode, it only explodes. Okay, perfect. Here comes a nullifier. So if you're ever going to fight a nullifier, if I step inside there, I will lose all of my stacks. This is why I like to have a rapid fire weapon like this, so I can quickly take down the nullifier's shields, then do my damage to him to kill him. And that way it's safe, because if you run into that, it will nullify and remove all of your stacks you work so hard to get. Alright, so now that we've seen it in missions, let's just go ahead and try to break the system here in the simulation. So I'm just going to cast my ult and destroy it on the outside, and just do this on repeat until I get a very high number. I'm going to shoot for about 10 million or so I'll be right back. Awesome, everybody. Well, thank you so much for watching the video. That's my guide on Gara. Pretty quick and basic, but goes over all the essentials of how to be God tier Warframe. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. If you liked the video, let me know you liked it. Have a great day. Take care.